Okay, so I've been at the window. I traced both of these onto the back side with pencil. Remember, always at the window with pencil. Come back to your seat. It's helpful if you have a placemat. I don't know if I mentioned that, just because Sharpie tends to bleed through onto your surface. So make sure you do have a scrap piece of paper underneath you. And now I'm laying it out flat to outline with my Sharpie. Remember, we can't keep it folded, otherwise it'll bleed into those other sections and it'll mess up our symmetrical pattern. All right, so now I'm going to outline these with Sharpie. After I outline them with Sharpie, I'm going to erase, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so I've just finished outlining, and I'm going to erase, because remember, neatness is always part of your grade. So we want to erase any pencil lines where I maybe didn't land directly on there with my Sharpie when outlining. Okay, so now your paper looks like this. All right, the last step is that now we're going to fold it in half, like so, okay? And by doing that, then I am going to be able to trace this side onto this side and this side onto this side and finish repeating my name in each one of the boxes. So I'm gonna take this folded like this to the window, and now I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes and complete the radial pattern with pencil. Okay, so now I've been at the window. I traced here and here with pencil. So now remember, when we outline with Sharpie, we always have to open up our whole paper to outline with our Sharpie so that it doesn't bleed through. Now I'm gonna go through and outline all of these. Once I've completed that step, I will talk to you about how to add color symmetrically. Okay, so now I have completed tracing my name with Sharpie. I've taken an eraser and I've cleaned up any pencil lines, so now it's nice and neat and clean. And now you're gonna see that it is a repeating symmetrical pattern in a circular fashion. So this is radial symmetry. Now we are ready to add color. And I'm just gonna talk to you about color. I'm not actually gonna video myself coloring the whole thing, so I don't really feel like you need to watch that. I think you can get the gist by what you need to do is, again, you can use a combination of colored pencils, marker, Sharpie, crayon. But what's important, and this is a partially finished one, again, this is my last name, D-U-N-D-O-N. What you are going to do is make sure that each letter is the same color. So basically I started with my small d here, and then each small d I colored yellow. So it helps to start with one letter and one color and work your way around making sure. So I'm gonna color this D, then I'm gonna color all the small Ds. Then I'm gonna decide what color I wanna do for my U. I chose green, so I'm gonna color all of the U's green. So just keep repeating that. After you color all of the insides of your letters, then you're ready for the background. The background, some students find it easier just to color the background one color. I would recommend if you color your letters with marker, do your background in colored pencil. It's a little bit easier. You can see here I've chosen to do multiple colors. You just have to make sure that you stop and start at the same place. So I chose this little corner to do blue, and I stopped at the beginning of the D, and so then I did that all the way around. And then I did pink, and then you can see here I started with purple. So you just got to be the same around, right? Remember, symmetry means it's the same. So it needs to be each one of these triangle sections needs to be the same color. So all the letters are the same color, and the background areas are the same in a circular fashion. This is my completed one. It's completely done. When you're done, we want no white space showing at all. So you're coloring the whole thing nice and neat. Remember, neatness is always a large portion of your grade. I'm really looking at, did you follow the directions, the step-by-step directions on creating a radial pattern with your name? Did you use block letters? And neatness. good color choices, coloring smoothly, no white spaces. The grading criteria will be on your Google slide. Again, also check the Google slide. There are step-by-step instructions and photos there on the process. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me. I hope you have fun creating your radial symmetrical balanced name project. And don't forget to post an image to Google Classroom. Can't wait to see your artworks.